Hi everyone and welcome. So this video is going to be about why you should have a YouTube channel when you're a blogger. So a YouTube channel is actually a really good way to promote your blog. So the two things really go hand in hand. If you have got a blog, you should really also have a YouTube channel. And I know that's not always easy and it does take a lot of time, but it's really so worthwhile. You need a YouTube channel just to promote your blog a little bit more. People can find you on YouTube because it's a search engine more than anything else. And also, well, you might be wondering, well, she's wearing the same top that she wore in her last video. There's a good reason for that. I'm doing back-to-back videos today, so this is something you could do when you start your YouTube channel, just to save time. And if you've got a day where you feel particularly inspired, you can use that day to just do back-to-back videos. So you prepare all the videos that you want to record, and you just record them one after the other. So that's why I'm wearing the same clothes, but don't let that put you off. The important thing is that you get your videos out there, and they're not perfect. These are my very first videos, and I know they're not perfect, but I'm getting them out there, and so should you. Get your videos done and get them out there. And what I've got for you today as well, on top of that, is, remember I told you that I use Canva a lot for my graphics and my images. And you can also use Canva to create YouTube intros and YouTube thumbnails. So I'm just going to leave you with another tutorial today on how to make a YouTube intro. And I hope this is useful for you, and I hope it inspires you to create your own channel. If I can do it, you can do it easily. So come on, let's do this together. Create your YouTube channel. Have a look at this video on how to create your intro, and let's do this together. And maybe when you've done your intro, just put a link to it at the bottom of this video, and let's see what you've created. I'd love to see what you have done, or if you've created a YouTube channel and you want to drop a link below as well so we can all have a look at it, that would be great. And I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and I leave you with that. But as always, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell, and I'll see you in my next video, and hope you enjoy this tutorial about making a YouTube intro on Canva. See you soon. So let's start your YouTube intro creation, and for that I want you to head over to canva.com. Canva.com has two versions. One is the free version and one is the pro paid version. But the free version should be absolutely fine to do your YouTube intro. So once you are on Canva, you will see this page, and I want you to find the YouTube thumbnail templates. You can see it's here on the front page, but you could also just type it into the search box. So I'm showing you this so you can see that you can choose absolutely anything. You can look for anything and type it in here and find it that way. So that's quite easy. And now you can see you have your size already predetermined for you, so you don't need to worry about what size you're going to have to use. And on the left hand side, you have got all your templates. So depending on what niche you are in, if you are a beauty vlogger, then you can use one of the beauty templates. If you vlog about traveling, you've got traveling templates, music templates, tutorial templates, but really you could use any of those templates because you can customize them completely. So if you like the look of any of these templates, just choose the one that you like and then play about with it, and you can customize it to fit your brand and your niche. Now let's imagine that we are making a YouTube video about traveling, and we can choose this travel template. So we click on it and it's already made for us here. So all we need to do is just customize it to fit our needs. So the title of this one is Thrifty Travels by Karen Bates. You would choose to change that to your particular brand and your particular niche. Now remember, we said that it's good to include your channel name in your intro, or at least include what your video is going to be about, so that your viewers get an idea of the video that is following this. So just to show you how to change this, I'm going to call this something else. So you click on the text box and we're going to change this. It's not a big change, but I'm just doing this so you can see how to do it. So I'm just going to call it the Thrifty Traveler. And you can see this is far too big now, so we can change that. We can change the size of the font up here. And at the moment it's 116, so I'm going to go all the way down to 96. That looks much better already. I can center this box. Let's see if I can do this. So now it looks a little bit better. And we're also going to change the name. Here you could put your own name, or you could write a tagline, whatever you think. You can absolutely use this space for anything you think is good for your channel. So I'm just going to change this to Susan Paris, just so you can see how to do that. I know it's not a big change, but I just want you to familiarize yourself with Canva just in case you haven't used it before. If you have used it before, you probably know how to do all this, but just for those of you who are not familiar with this, it's very easy. You just click on any element that you want to choose to customize. So now we've changed the wording and the text. You could also, I forgot to tell you, you could also change the font up here, and you've got lots of fonts to choose from. And you can even choose the color of the text up here. So you could choose a darker violet for the name, or you could just keep it white. I'll show you something else that I would like to do later, and I want to change the color of this background. As you can see, this particular template has been divided into two parts, and that has been done by using a photograph. If I move this to one side, you can see that's a photo, and it has simply been overlapped with a shape. I'll show you how to do that later, but because this template is already done for us, I'm just going to use what we have here and just change the colors, and also I'm going to change this photo. So I'm going to start by deleting this. So I click on the photo and I click the little garbage or bin up here and delete image. So now I have to choose an image, and for that I head over to Photos, and I can type in whatever I'm looking for. If I want them to show me traveling photos, I would type in travel and I get a selection of photos. I already did that before, and I've used this particular photo before. So I'm going to select that, and all I have to do now is to fit it in the space where the other photo was. I'm doing this. Now it's in the space where the photo was, but obviously now it's covering our text. So to change that, I'm going to position up here on the right hand side, and I click on backward, and I click on backward again and again until all of the other elements have come on top and nothing is covered. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So all I have to do is to click on backwards until all the other elements have come forward, and this picture has now replaced the picture that we had before. The other thing I want to do from a design point of view, I want to bring these two images together. So as you can see, there is a big purple element here, but there's no purple reflected in the photograph, and it's always a good idea to pick a complementary color or a color that is already present in the photo and reflected in your text or in other areas of your design. So we've got a nice red here, we've got a blue, we've got different grays. I think I'm going to choose this kind of red because I think I quite like the brightness of it. So let's try and see what that would look like. So first of all, I'm clicking on the space with the purple color, and you can see there's a little square that comes up on the top, and if we click on that, that allows us to change the color from purple into another color. So I've already got some brand colors here which you can choose, but you could also click on this section here and choose your own color. I've already got some colors here, and I think this color here is pretty similar to the color of the t-shirt. The other way you could do that is there's a little tool called Google Color Pick, which I've got installed up here. It's something that you can put into Google Chrome as an extension, and that is a really handy little tool for any design project, because you click on that and then you click on any area where you want to know what color that is. For example, if I wanted to know what this blue color is exactly, I can click on that, but I want to find out this red, so I click on the red and it's given me the hex color for this particular shade. So now I can copy this, I can head over here to my, I think what I will do is I will click this off first, otherwise it can get very confusing. Let me see. And then I can head over here, and as you know, I've copied the hex color. I can paste it there, and that is now the exact color of these stripes in this t-shirt that has been packed away in the suitcase. You can see it's now a much better design because it ties in the colors. You could also do that, for example, if you wanted to change the color of the text here and change Susan Paris into this blue. You could do that. I show you again just so you know how to do it. You click on Color Picker, click on the blue. You can copy paste the hex color, click this off, and then you click on the color that you want to change, which would be the text. That's here, and then we go on. If you remember, this is the first box. You click that to do your own, to find your own color, and I paste the color in there. So that would be the blue that is reflected here in the jeans. So I don't think it looks as good as the white, but it's just to show you how you can do that. I will change it back to the white. I think I prefer that. So now it's a lot clearer. So this is how easy it is to make your YouTube intro. And you're going to say, hang on a minute, this isn't an intro. There's no moving image, no moving parts. How come this is an intro? It's only an image. This is where the easy part comes in. We're going to download this as an animation, and how we do that is we go over here onto the top right hand side and click on download. And there is another drop down feature which allows us to choose how we want to download the image. We can download it as a PNG file, as a JPEG file, as a PDF, as a video even, but we want to choose animation. So that means we will download it as an MP4 or a GIF. So we click on that, and now it's giving us different animation styles that we can choose. So if you click on fade, it will give us this animation. If we click on pan, it's this kind of animation. Block is not really very animated at all, but I guess it just sort of brings up the image quickly. Rise has this effect. Breathe, again, not too much of an animation, but it still has some movement. And this is my very favorite slide, which has a lot of movement and is perfect for intros. I'll show you that again. There you go, and that's your intro all ready to be uploaded to YouTube. Now, the way you would do that is when you do your YouTube video and you are editing it in your video editor, you can add this intro ideally in the first minute of your video. And ideally the way you want to do that is to have some sort of introduction in your video where you tell people what your video is going to be about, or you tell them who you are. You introduce your video and what your viewers are about to see, and then you slide in your intro so that it's still within the first minute of your whole YouTube video, but just after a quick introduction to what your viewers are going to see. So see how easy this is? It really couldn't be any easier to make a quick a quick intro for your YouTube video. And I'm going to show you a few other ways to do that, but this is really the most simple and easiest way. And if you're familiar with Canva, it will be very, very easy for you to do. But even if you're not familiar with Canva, you can quickly figure this out and be super quick about making your intros for YouTube.